Hello people of YouTube, it's Deephack here, and welcome to Derail Valley. This is my first time playing this particular game on the stream. It's a little train simulator that I've been getting quite into as of recently. This won't be like a tutorial or anything like that, it's just going to be me playing it, although of course I'll share kind of my way of operating the vehicles as I go, so you can kind of, if you're at all interested in this game. I was just fiddling with my lights there. I didn't have my lights properly set up. Super professional. Yeah, if you're following along, you'll be able to see how I do what I do. So yeah, here we are. It's, like I said, it's a train driving game. And choo-choo, yes indeed. But with it was originally designed for VR, but I'm of course playing it without VR just now. I'm in the station office where we can choose jobs and other bits and bobs. I have a train that I already... technically a locomotive that I already brought here. And actually before I can go and take another job, I actually need to go and take it for servicing. So I'm in goods factory in town right now, and I've got this kind of general layout here. I think I parked over at Delta. So if I jump all the way over here, there's my train, my locomotive. I keep saying it wrong. So I'm driving here the DM3, which is a diesel mechanical train, a fairly unusual type of machine. And this is actually styled. Most of these trains are styled on real trains. This one is styled on the what was it called again? The British Rail Class 04, and it actually looks pretty much exactly like the real train. So this is my doodah here. I've got a brake line, I've got a coupler, twains indeed, and this is a train that I just delivered here. You can see I'm now actually decoupled from that train. So I'm now free to take this train somewhere else. I want to take it to servicing. Servicing is here. I am here. So I'm going to come forward, reverse back, and then eventually I can come forward into the servicing area. That ain't no Harrier for sure. that's for sure. So actually, where do I have a free... Yeah, I've got some free track here that I can use to back it up. So let's get in the train and let's get it booted up. So I'm going to turn on the master switch, turn on the starter, and if I flip and hold this switch, I'll get the diesel running. Okay, engine's running, and I'm actually going to close this door, take off the mechanical handbrake, and now we're ready to rumble. Now, as this is a diesel mechanical, it's kind of like a truck. It basically operates like a truck, a road truck. So it has a gearbox. It actually has two gearboxes, gearbox A and gearbox B. You shift through the gears, and the wheels are pretty much... They're not like hard linked to the motor, but whenever the motor is turning, the wheels are turning. And if there's pressure on the wheels, if the wheels are turning because it's going downhill, then that will actually rev the engine up as well. Just adjusting the lights. I think I've got my whites in front. Oh yeah, very bright whites in front. And it'll be a red in the back. Let's jump back in. Okay, so... yeah, these should be off. Okay, so I've just got daytime running lights on now. So, reverser into forwards, brake is off, and you'll see it starts creeping, because I'm already in gear 1-1. I'm going to go 2-1, and you can only do that when you don't have the throttle applied, and I will start giving it a wee bit of throttle to get it going. And we're off. Bye train. Extremely flammable train. So, I'm watching chat as always, so let me know if you find this interesting, if you've played this game before. Like I said, it's called Derail Valley. And it's made by the same people who made Switch Cars, which is a very fun little arcade game. This is quite a departure from their previous games. So, yeah, I'm going to have to reverse up 2 sets of points once I get out of the Delta yard. I'm going to apply the brake. This is the train brake. This just applies the brakes on the wheels of the train. Sorry, of the locomotive. And this is the train brake. This applies the brakes on the train if I'm hauling a train. I don't have a train right now, so that doesn't do anything. Okay, so we need to set this point to the left, and that one to the left, and that will allow me to reverse up here. So, reverser into reverse, brake off, a little bit of throttle. I'll swap the lights around, so now I've got a red on the front and a white on the back, so people know which way I'm going. Indeed, off we go. So this is probably going to be the most exciting stream that you've ever seen on Deephack Plays. I'm going to drive about in a train. So now we get to look out the back of the train and see where we're going. We can actually go a little bit faster. Let's get it up into gear 3-1. We'll go just a touch quicker. Turn your voice volume up. Yes, I can. Actually, I can't really turn my voice volume. Oh no, I can. I can boost it. I can actually turn the train down. Maybe that's the thing to do. Okay, so I've turned the train down now. Let me know if that works. Okay, so I want to go past this set of points, and then I want to turn at the next one. Because that's... Where's... Yeah, that's 4p and 5p, so I want to go past them. Got another couple of locomotives there that I could use. And so yeah, I don't want to come off on this one. I want to come off on the next one. Let's get the throttle back here. Choo-choo indeed. And then we're going to take this set of points. It's actually raining quite bad now. Independent brake on. Set that for right. Oh, of course, it's a storm now. Fantastic. Let me know if the audio is better, everybody. Hopefully that's working now. So we're going to go 2-1, brake off, a little bit of accelerator. And so we're going to go left, then left, are the next 2 points for us. Oh, wait! Ah! Oh, I didn't go far back enough to actually make that set of points. Right. First obvious mistake. Oh, and now I'm scraping my wheels. Gonna have to get that fixed. Dearie me. So, reverser in, brake off. Let's go a little bit further back this time. Silly boy. So yeah, the points are all the way back here. Yeah, I was flipping the wrong ones. I'm going to put that back to where it was. It's this set of points here that I need to go to the right. Come on, stop. Yeah, we'll put it into forwards. I'll swap my lights around. I'll go over the controls in a moment as well, so you all know exactly what it is that I'm doing here, because I realise that I'm throwing lots of levers and you probably don't really know what I'm doing. Left, then left again, once I go down this little siding. Yeah, so that's some bits and bobs there. So this first one is already set to left, that's good. Yes, yes! We can smell the rust. Actually, I need a little bit of windscreen wiper here. Yeah, this is a properly rusty train. This is based on a train that hasn't been built since the 1950s, so I can imagine if there were still any examples operating, which I do not believe there are, then it would be probably in this kind of condition. Right, so I need to be left at the next one. And that should take us into the servicing yard, which is right there. And we'll get this train serviced up, because I'm on half of a fuel tank now. I've used a little bit of sand. I've burned some oil. And I've almost certainly damaged the train as well. It'll need some servicing. So I just need to get it inside here. And then I'll show you how the servicing is done. And then we're going to pick up a big train and we're going to try and pull it up a hill. Because that'll be good fun. Alright, let's get indoors. Let's just creep this on in nice and slow. So that's the servicing equipment on the side there. It's getting really rainy. You can hear it on the roof. So we're listening out for a ping. We should hear a ping once we're in position at the servicing equipment. I think that's about right. Let's see. Yep, ready for service. Let's see if the diesel hose actually reaches, because sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it just reaches. Okay, so with that in mind, let's shut it off. It's a bit loud. Watch out for cows. There are indeed cows in the game. Okay, so let's fuel this bad boy up. Okay, 1,500, that's it full. Sand, we'll refill the sand. Oil, refilled the oil. There's no bodywork damage. The wheels are damaged, let's repair those. Done. Mechanical powertrain is actually quite damaged. Fixed. I don't have an electrical powertrain, and then I've got a cost here. So, I get out my wallet, I pay some money, I press tick, I get a receipt, and I'm happy with all that. I'm just going to drop it on the ground. And we'll unplug this hose and put it back. So, train is now fully serviced and ready to rumble. I'm just going to leave it here just now. I've shut it off, and I'll quickly go to the station house and see what kind of stuff I can get. So I'm here at servicing. Station house is just over here. So let's go and see what jobs we can get ourselves. There it is. I'm inside, and on the table here are all the jobs. Now, there are different categories of jobs. Like here I've got freight haul, shunting, logistics haul, and there are other types as well. You have to have the right licenses to be allowed to do certain types. So I've got freight haul, I've got train length 1, I've got shunting, I've got hazmat 1, I've got train length 2, I've got logistics, I've got concurrent, and I've got manual servicing. So I'm allowed to do all these things. Let me see, do I have any fees? I've got some fees to pay as well. You've got to pay fees for certain like emissions and stuff like that. So, there, I'm all up to date. All sorted. Watch out for those cows. So, what job do we want? I want to grab a really heavy train so I can demonstrate trying to pull stuff up hills. These all seem to be kind of lighter trains. Oh, there's 405. 535. Here we go. This is what I want. This is approaching the limit of what I can pull up the hill. So if I put this away just now. We're here. No, we're not. We're here. We're here, and we need to go to Machine Factory in town. Oh, actually, this won't be too bad, because Machine Factory in town is over here. There actually is a bit of a rise in this part of the track, so we're going to go all the way across here, and then up to Machine Factory. This one actually is probably quite doable. So, we're going to go and put this in the machine, and that gives us a little book that we can use for our particular freight haul order. Just flip through that. We're going to deliver ISCAR chemicals and ISCAR tooling from where we are now to Machine Factory in town. And we can see that this requires freight haul and long trains 1 licenses. And we're going to get $25,653. However, there is a bonus if we do the delivery within 75 minutes. Let's see if we can do that. So we need to pick up the following cars at Delta 4 outbound. Now, luckily, that's where we just came from, so we just need to go straight back to where we were. But we will need to turn the train around. Right, how are we going to do this? So, what we can do, train is currently here, facing this way. Like, if up was north, this is west. Train is facing west. If I reverse it back around here and go to Delta, I'll be head-on. I want to turn the train around. So I'm going to go reverse it here, bring it here, and then reverse it all the way around, and then I'll be butt to the train, and that's what I want. I want to be butt to the train. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm actually going to put on some headlights so I can see what I'm doing. Right, I'll quickly go over the controls here, in case you're all interested. This is the fuel cut-off. You just pull that and the engine shuts down. That's the starter, we're back up again. You've got engine temperature, well it's actually more like gearbox temperature. RPMs, you've got your speedometer, you've got the amount of sand that you're carrying, you can dump sand to increase friction. fuel level here, and then up here we've got oil level, brake pipe pressures, and main reservoir. The warning light is reminding us that we have the handbrake on, the mechanical handbrake. So that's off now. And then we've got the 2 gearbox levers. So the first gearbox has gears 1, 2, 3, and the second gearbox also has 1, 2, 3. Use these in combination to get different gear ratios. This is the independent brake, as I said before. This is my sand control. This is my throttle. I pull it towards myself. This is the reverser. That makes me go forwards. That's neutral. That makes me go backwards. And this is the engine brake, which is a kind of compression or J brake like you would have on a truck. So anyway, let's get ourselves out of here. Actually, I'm going to put it into 2-1. We can start moving with just about any gear we like because we're not actually hauling anything. Let's pop on the wipers. So I'm going to reverse up and then go straight here. Not too far to go until the points. And that means that I'll end up here, and then I can go around here. Okay, let's swap this about. Let's get it going forwards. This is quite an unusual type of train, by the way. Most of the other trains in the game are either diesel electric or diesel hydraulic. So this is a very unusual train, and operating it is a bit more complex than some of the others. So we're going to bring it up to this line here, and then we're going to reverse all the way back and round, and that will take us back to Delta. Choo-choo! So feel free to ask questions if you've got any questions about the game. Hopefully this is actually something that people find interesting. Gonna set that to left. And now we're going to back it up all the way around. I can actually pull away in 3-1 because there's like no load on the train at all right now. And off we go. So yeah, now we're going back here. We'll go through Charlie Yard all the way around and back to Delta Yard. And then at Delta Yard, we need to get into the correct siding, and we want siding Delta 4 outbound. So, 4 outbound is actually straight down the middle, so we just need to go right and left, and then we'll be right on it. So, nice and easy. Nice and simple. Okay, we're going all the way around the corner now. I'm going a bit fast actually, I should maybe slow this down a bit. I should swap the lights because I'm actually going backwards. There we go. Now we've got the reversing headlights so I can see what I'm doing. Pull the horn! Sure thing. Kind of wimpy horn, but still, it's good fun. Oops, almost over-reffed the engine there. You gotta be careful with these gear shifts. You tend to want to go up a ratio and kind of overshoot rather than go down, and yeah, you can easily break the engine. Satisfactory. Okay, so left and left again. The next one we want is, that needs to be a left, and then the one after needs to be a right, I think. No, actually that needs to be a right. Yeah, it needs to be a right then a left. There. That'll get us to the right place. And there is our cargo. Delta 4 outbound, straight down the middle. And then we can get ourselves on our way. So, as per our order, this is 535 tons of mass, 141 meters of train. It's a big boy. Gonna have to get slowed down here. We want to get up nice and close but very slow as we approach the train, because there's nothing worse than smacking into these little bumpers too hard and damaging your cargo. So we'll get it right down to gear 1-1 and just make our way up, and then I'll show you how to hook up a train to your locomotive. Satisfactory, says Frantic Stone. I can't believe you're watching this, Frantic Stone. Why are you watching me drive a train? Okay, give it just a little bit of brake to slow it down. Oh, that was maybe a little bit fast. But anyway, we got it stopped now. That was a little bit of a bump. Okay, we're going to turn off the handbrake on this train. There, it's now free to move. And I'm going to hook up and tighten it. There we go. Connect the brake line, open the valve, and open the valve. And now the pneumatic pump in the train is now pressurising the brake lines in that train. That train now has the ability to brake. Let's swap our lights around. There. Okay, now I've got headlights and I've got red light in the back. Just waiting for that brake pipe to pressurise up. I'm going to depressurise the locomotive brake. He would be playing Tarkov. And yeah, we want to use a kind of low gear. I'm going to do 1-2 to pull away here because this is quite a heavy load. Okay, into forward. Brake is released. Let's give it just a little bit of throttle. Yep, a little bit more. And let's get this bad boy moving. So it's my fault we're not watching Tarkov. How was the wind, though, your way? Frantic. She's not asking me. Oh, we can also open the window, by the way. And then lean out the side, like proper train drivers do. You've got to have your head poked out the side. There we go. So, just so you all know what we're going to do now, we're going to make our way out of this yard. So that involves us going all the way around here, and then out to the southwest. That will then take us out onto the open map. So we're here at GF. We need to go all the way to MF. We're going to go out here, left at this junction, and then we're going to go right at this junction, left at this junction, right at this junction, right again, left, right, and then we'll be at this area, which is where we're going to drop off this cargo. Let's get some speed on. Deep tell them who didn't want to play Tarkov tonight. Nobody even asked me. Nobody asked me if I wanted to play Tarkov. They just assumed, and I'd already organised to do this. So we're going to do a gear change now. So we're off on the throttle, up a gear, and back on the throttle. This is actually the heaviest train I've ever tried to move, so this is going to be a challenge for me. Absolute carnage. Now, we don't want to go any faster than kind of 30 to 50 kilometers an hour here in the yard, but once we're out on the open track, we can go a bit faster. There we go, time for another gear change. There's so much momentum on this thing that you want to get it going early, otherwise your engine's going to be working really hard. Yet when I ask every day, I feel bad for asking. Well, you know, either you ask or you don't. Right, coming around the U-bend now. Time for another gear change. We're going to go 3-1. Keep it coming. Make sure the train brake is completely off. It is. Tarkov is love, Tarkov is life. So I wonder if anyone's ever streamed Derail Valley on YouTube before. It seems like an unusual choice. But I'm having so much fun with this game. Okay, another upshift. Oops, I still had a bit of throttle on. Tarkov makes him feel better about his real life. We're up at a heady 25 kilometers an hour now. And making our way out to the station. There's the servicing yard where we just were. Okay, and into the tunnel. Right, that looks pretty good. We're now going to go 2-3. This is second to last gear. And in the very final gear, 3-3, is like a kind of overdrive. You use that gear for the rest of your speed, basically. Anything above about 35 kilometers an hour is then on the top gear. Okay, we've got a downward slope now and a speed limit of 70 kilometers an hour. So let's throttle to idle, put it into 3-3, and we're going to let this carry us. This will save us some fuel. You can see I'm at idle, but the speed is increasing. We're going to use Newton to get us going. Actually, I'll give it just a little bit of throttle, otherwise it might take too long. And the speed limits are for each section of track. If you exceed that speed limit by too much, you're liable to derail, which just happens to be the name of the game. Nope. So, next junction I need to go left. Visibility is pretty bad, so I'll put on the high beams. And I'll go full wipers as well. It's pretty bad weather. And of course, because of all the weight, it's really hard to slow this thing down again, so we need to think about that before the time comes. Because let's get outside. You can see this is a big load. Fnyar, big load. So yeah, I'm going to actually idle it now because we're picking up too much speed, and I'm going to give it some compression brake. We want to keep that speed under control. Up ahead we want to be at 60, so let's go full engine braking. We don't want to be too much over 60 as we go through this. Yeah, that's a left we need to take. And it's already on the left, and we've got a new speed limit of 50. So I'm going to have to put on a little bit of train brake, just to keep that under control. Oh, we're wheel spinning. I might have already screwed this up a bit. We're going too fast for this section of track. But we're just making it. Because of the rain, I actually started wheel spinning. I should have started using the sand, actually, to give me more traction there. And now we're back on the flat with a speed limit of 70. So let's get back on the power. And train brakes are completely off. So on the brake here, the red line is what we're currently applying, and the black line is what's available in the brake pipe. Watch out for damsels tied to the tracks, yep. So I just narrowly averted disaster there. Can everyone still hear me, by the way? I know that, for me at least, it's very, very loud, the sounds of the train and everything. So let me know if you can hear me. Okay, a 70 limit coming up, and that green up arrow means the next limit will be 20 kilometers an hour or more higher than the current limit, so that gives me a bit of warning. But we're on a straight section of track now, we can just go full throttle. 10 by 10, not 5 by 5? Aye. So, a little bit later on we're going to have to struggle with some hills, but for now it should be pretty much smooth sailing. Haha. Sailing. It's very scary and dark out here. This is probably quite fun to play this in VR, because you can manipulate all the controls just using your hand controllers. I should try that one day. But for now, we're just doing it old school. You can adjust your lights in here, by the way. But yeah, I think we need the lights. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Tog confirming the sound is good. Weather is stinking. So we're going to travel through SM, which is the steel mill, then through FM, which is the farm, then OWC, which is Oil Well Central, then City Southwest, and then we'll arrive Machine Factory in town, which is where we'll deliver this load. That's all the power I've got, I'm afraid. We're topping out here at just over 60 kilometers an hour. I've got the throttle full open. Keep in mind that we're carrying 535 tons, and in the train itself, the locomotive itself is about 60 tons. So we're pretty much 600 tons right now. So it takes a bit of power just to keep this thing going. Yes, I'm going to deliver this load. Indeed. Warp speed! There are trains that go faster than this. This happens to be one of the kind of medium haul trains. There are ones that can go faster and carry more weight. But this is the one I'm playing with just now. So we're approaching the steel mill now. We've got a little bit of uphill, so we're probably going to slow down here. This is where we're going to feel the weight of this train as we try and get up this little bit. Although the ratio is not too bad. .60 limit and a positive 2.1 climb. Yeah, you can hear that we're losing speed now. But that's okay, because we want to be under the speed limit anyway. And we'll be in the steel mill any moment now, where it should level off again. Just a little bit of a hill. Got a junction up ahead. Yeah, we're really losing speed now. I might need to do a downshift in just a moment. Or did I just plateau? Oh, we're overheating the engine a little bit. I think we just plateaued. We might start to get that speed back in just a minute. Right, we want to avoid straying into the red temperature range too long. Okay, we're going to go right through the middle of this yard. It sounds like an old biplane now. But you know, look at this gauge. Like I'm ticking over at just under 700 RPM. So, you know, this thing does not rev high. I don't think we need the wipers anymore. It's not raining now, or at least not much. Okay, up ahead we're going to take a right at the next junction. We're getting our speed back up. I don't really want to be going any faster than about 50 or so in here. With all these loads ready to be carried away by somebody. And there's all different kinds of loads. This is a freight haul load, which means that it's already been... Oh, I can't see that. Oh, that's going left. That needs to go right. So a freight haul means that that everything's already been loaded for me. Whereas there are shunting jobs where you have to do the loading yourself. Like manoeuvre the different carriages around and get loads put on them. Okay, speed limit here is 60 and it's a downhill slope, so we'll get off the throttle. Save some fuel as well. Visibility is terrible. Okay, limit 60, let's get some engine brake on. It's quite cool, they've even modelled the sound the engine brake makes. I think, is there a lower speed limit ahead? No, we're okay actually. Let's come off the engine brake. So here we need to go left. I'd imagine the points are already set for this one. Yep, set left, and speed limit to the left is 50, so on the engine brake. Let's get it as close to 50 as we can so we don't derail the thing. The modelling in this is really good because they've modelled things like the friction of going round a corner and going through points and the weight of your train and everything. So yeah, you have to manage this as well as you can. So we're at the farm now. We're going to go right through the middle of the farm. It's very foggy here. Look, a cow! Hello, cow. Okay, next junction we're going to go... Actually, we don't have a junction for a little while yet. We're losing speed. Let's get some throttle on. Keep the speed up. Okay, so we have a 90 limit, but it says that we're going to have a limit that's at least 20 kilometers an hour lower next. So that's probably going to be a 60. Yeah, it's a 60. Okay, so now we're going to go through the oil well central. Hopefully these points are all set correctly and I don't smash into something. Yeah, that's wrong. That needs to be to the right. Oh wait, no it doesn't. No it doesn't. To the left. Ah! There we go. That could have gone horribly wrong. I guess I'm supposed to blow the horn. I could do that. I generally just hope there's not something in front of me. So lots and lots of oil tankers here. That's what the hazardous materials license that I've got is for. There's a turntable. Very cool. And my next limit is 70. So we can get the power on. But I know up ahead at this next junction there's like a 30 limit here, so it's not going to be long before we have to really get the speed down. We'll watch out for that. Do other AI trains operate? Is it just me? It's only me at the present time. This is milestone 3 of the game. The game is still in early access. For milestone 4, I think it's milestone 4 anyway, they are intending to have AI trains. So eventually there will be other people. Right, I think it's coming up to where I need to slow down, so let's get off of the throttle and see if we can keep the speed under control here. Gonna give it a little bit of engine braking as well. That's the 30 up ahead, full engine braking. And let's just give it a little bit of train brake. There we go, that should get the speed under control. Yeah, we're in a 30 limit now, so that next bend that we hit will be a derail if we don't get the speed under control. Then we just got it. We just got it. Let's release the pressure on the brake now. And just leave the engine brake on for now. Yeah, we did it. Okay. Oof. Multiplayer. They haven't mentioned multiplayer. I know there is actually a multiplayer mod, but I don't think it works with the current version of the game. I think it worked with the previous release. Train disaster simulator, yeah. Okay, we need to get down a gear here. Although I know there's another 30 limit coming up, so we don't want to get too much speed on. This this was a 50 limit. Need to go right. Yeah, 200 kilometers an hour. They've also said that they're going to create new sections of track that are double, because all the track here right now is single track. So of course, if you had multiple trains, that just wouldn't work. And yeah, they're talking about AI trains going about and doing their business too. Okay, so I think the 30 limit is just coming up now, so I need to be careful. Yeah, this bit is 60, but I think the next corner is 30, so we've got the speed under control here. So this is us, we're down at the kind of bottom left of the map now. We're then going to go up all the way to MF. And then I'll deliver these carriages and I'll show you how that's done. I guess next thing that we'd want to know is where do we deliver these? Charlie 4 inbound is where that's supposed to end up. Right, we'll check that when we get closer. Oh, this needs to be to the right. There we go. Because we're going to go straight through and off to the right. And now we can give it a little bit of power, just to counteract that curve. And then it's back up to an 80 limit. Like a tornado. So it's an 80 limit, and the next one will be 20 kilometers an hour more than that. So let's get the speed back on. I haven't even derailed yet. You'll all be disappointed. Although I am in danger of overheating the engine. So, that's us. We're travelling north now for the last stretch. That's us in the amber band for temperature. Next limit's 100. This train can't even do 100. It can barely do 70. I note that as I'm not a proper train fanboy, although I'm quickly becoming one, I keep using the wrong terminology. This, of course, is a locomotive. What I'm pulling is a train. So my locomotive can't do 70. Okay, that'll do. Let's get it into top gear. Power! This is possibly the best train sim in the world! In the immortal words of the Clarkson. Oh, tring-a-ling-a-ling. Power! Yeah, she's struggling. 600 tons. It's not a light thing. And we're going to make sure we get it stopped at the other end. So we're going to go left, then right, and then we're in the yard. And so I guess we should get ready with that yard. It was MF for Machine Factory in town. Here we go. And I said Charlie, right? So that means we're going to do a right and then a left to get to the Charlie yard. Okay. Thank you. That poor engine, I know. It's doing its best. Okay, we're now at 80 kilometers an hour, and the next limit is going to be 20 or more less than that, but I'm in no danger of exceeding this speed limit. Power! Nah, it's we're losing speed. Luckily, we're not trying to take this load up the hill here that leads out to the harbour, because that's one of the worst hills in this map. I think we'd struggle with that. Okay, I need a downshift. then we can maybe maintain speed. Yeah, I can see lights up ahead. So yeah, next one's going to be a left. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, we're losing it. We're losing it. The train's a bit heavy. Help! Right, what's the next gear I can use? I guess I want to do a 3-2. Right, okay, so let's do 3-2 on the power. Oh no! Oh no! We can't even do this. 3-1. Oh no, no, no. We can't do it, Captain! We don't have the power! This is based in Soviet. The developers are Serbian. Oh, I'm getting some wheel spin. Let's that red light came on and I heard the squealing of the wheels. So I'm now dropping sand. I've only got a set amount of sand, but I'm dropping sand in front of the wheels for traction. Oh, she's no happy, Captain. Gonna have to downshift again. Oh, did we get a little... Okay, we're now maintaining speed. Okay, so we've found our equilibrium. We're able to do about 15 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I don't really know where this map is supposed to be, honestly. Oh, no, we're still wheel spinning again. More sand. I don't really know where this is supposed to be, but the developer is Serbian. To me, it looks like nondescript European, and the trains are from all over Europe. Well, at least they're based on real trains all over Europe. Okay, let's get an upshift. Let's see if we can do this. Gonna need an extra engine. You can actually do multi-unit. So you can actually connect multiple locomotives to a train, and you can, of course, you can get more powerful locomotives. This is not the most powerful locomotive in the game. You can do all kinds of stuff, actually, to make it easier. Oh, I think we've got a rise coming up. This is going to be a real pain in the testicles. Yeah, we're going to have to make the climb. This is the one I was worried about. Let's see what we can do here. So this is a positive 1.5% climb. No American powerhouses. They're actually, once they've finished the game and it's out of early access, they have said that they want to do an American map and American trains as a DLC. So this one's British. This one's based on a British rail. It's actually a British rail shunter in the real world, so it wouldn't really be used for this kind of purpose. But I like taking things that are not quite capable of something and making them do it. So it's a bit of fun. Right, okay, we're losing speed. Let's try that. No, that's even worse. Let's try that. Oh no! Oh, and we're spinning our wheels again. Bit of sand. Yeah, let's drop some sand. Oh, she's no happy. It's not far to go. We've got our right junction, and then we're in our yard for delivery. But will we make it, chat? Will we make it? Temperature's climbing. Speed's dropping. I'm going to need to drop it another gear again. Oof. Okay, lots of wheel spin. We need a lot of sand now. Oof. She's no happy. Oh, it's just starting wheel spin a little bit. We're in the red band for temperature now. We shouldn't hang around in here for too long, we'll damage the engine. But I think this is the plateau just here. So the locomotive is now on the flat, but keep in mind I've got about 150 metres worth of train behind me. That needs to make it to the flat as well before the situation will improve. Okay, now it's a positive 1% climb after this little bit, so it's getting better, but just barely. I'm really overheating the motor. We need to get the speed on. try and save... Nope, nope, nope. I was going to try and save some sand, but I can't. Going to damage the wheels. Speed's coming back. Isn't this thrilling, chat? I hope you're enjoying this. We're now travelling at a dizzying 15 kilometers per hour. And that's the yard just up ahead. We're almost there. Okay. Let's see if we can maintain this. We're now back in the amber zone for heat, so we're no longer damaging the motor. Oh, it's a bit loud, but we hear you. Okay, right, sorry about that. I'll move the microphone in just a little bit. Let's try and get the speed back up. It's still a 1% climb here. And I've got kind of, I don't know, what is that, 60-70% fuel remaining, so I'm okay on diesel. Yeah, so next we'll be going into the yard. So like I said before, it's a right then a left on the points, and then we'll be in Charlie Yard. Oof, this is heavy going. Can we lose the sand? Yeah, we don't need to use sand anymore. Let's pop a gear up. Oh, no. Now we need more sand again. That's the thing, this particular train doesn't carry a huge amount of sand, so this might be difficult. Oh no, that's more rise coming up. I really have given myself a difficult challenge today. This is probably close to the limit of what this train will do. Because look, we've got all of this back here. It's nice and quiet back here, isn't it? Look at the view. That's the sun just starting to come up. Isn't it lovely? Anyway, let's get back in and do our job. So we're just climbing up towards 20 kilometers per hour. It looks like it levels off just before we get into the yard. Oh dear, oh dear. I looked up, by the way, the real panel of a British Rail Class 04, and this is pretty much what the panel looked like. The gauges are a little bit different, but yeah, like placement and so on is pretty much the same. Oh, we're losing power again. Drop a gear. A little bit of slip. There we go. Yeah, we're losing speed again. Yeah, what are we actually carrying? Would anyone rob this train? Chemicals and tools. That's what we've got today. So Charlie 4 inbound we need to get to. 4 inbound is all the way to the right. Okay, that's easy enough. Oh, we need a bit more sand. We're losing traction. Oh, and I need another gear. Oh, wow. Need all the sand. Give me all the sand! I'll set this one to the right. So actually we just set all the points to the right and that'll get us there. Ah, the temperatures! Ah, the sand! Ah! It's all going wrong! We're just at the last few hundred meters. We just need to get in here. If I was PewDiePie, I'd be screaming now. Luckily, I'm not PewDiePie. Yeah, we're going to go off to the right here. And that's our yard over there. We don't have far to go now. That's us just plateauing now. Speed's coming back up. Oh no, still need some sand. There we go. Oh, we're almost down to half on the sand. She's gonna blow, Captain! Yeah, we're in the red. We need to get the speed up to give it more cooling. I think it's just flattening out now, though. Yeah, it's flattening out now. Temperature's coming down, revs are coming back up. Tringling. Okay, we're off on the sand. And that's most of the train on the flat now. Yeah, that's it, it's all on the flat. Oh, crikey. Okay. Yeah, we actually need to go left here, in fact, to get to Charlie Yard. Do that. And then from there it's all to the right. Okay, we'll leave it on 2-2. Just to drag our carcass on in here. Let's not let the speed build up too much. Okay, so right, right, right. That takes us to Charlie 4 inbound. And we want Charlie 4 inbound. That'll work. That'll work. Okay, let's just run it on in here. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, we've probably put some wear and tear on the locomotive here. Yeah, wheels are down to 97%, mechanical parts are down to 94%. Yeah, we wore the train out a bit. Oh, almost half of the diesel's gone, almost half of the sand is gone. But here we are, Charlie 4 inbound, our final destination. Make sure the brakes are off. We'll let it just pull itself on in there. So we need to make sure that the entire train is in this siding before we come to a stop. So yeah, I've still got a big long ass to pull on in here. I like the wee animations on things like the exhaust. It's really cool. Okay, let's start getting the speed down. Get a little bit of brake on. Okay, we're going to stop right about here. Okay, train is stopped. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so that's 1-1. We'll pop it into neutral. We'll leave the engine running. I'm going to apply my little handbrake here. Going to apply the handbrake on the train. We'll get it decoupled. Valve off. Valve off. Disconnect. Untighten that. And stow. Now we'll cut the engine. And we'll dump the pressure in the line. Done. Okay, so that's all as it should be. Turn the train off for now. And right, where's the station house? It's over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, we can now hand in our job. So we take this little pamphlet that we had and we pop it in the validator. We've got our order report. 45 minutes instead of the 75 that was allowed. That gives us a bonus of almost $13,000. So, not too shabby. There's our money. Pop it in the wallet. And we're doing not too bad. $206,000. So, that's it. We got all the way here. Now I need to service the train, because the train is probably in need of some touching up and refueling and so on. So, do we have servicing here? Yes, we do. We can back it up and get to the servicing. Okay, let's do that quickly. Oh dear, oh dear. So I hope you all enjoyed that. I was successful in making my delivery. Let's set this up. Right, I'm gonna try and find a a free set of rails and just back it all the way up. Not that one, not that one. Maybe the one all the way over? I hope you're all impressed with that. That is how we do that. I even burned some oil. Yeah, I think 1 Lima is free. Let's see, we need to go right, then right. I'll do it. On the independent brake. So note that when I'm just driving the train, I use the independent brake. Well, sorry, when I'm driving the locomotive, I can't get this straight in my head. When I have a train, I use this brake. You can actually use both in combination if you want as well. Of course, the train brake won't do anything when I don't have a train. Okay, let's back it up. We're going to back it up all the way back to where we came into this yard. And we can skip most of the gears when we're unladen like this. It's really not a problem. The gears are really for when you're hauling a load. Oh, okay, fair enough, Tog. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that somewhat enjoyable. Perhaps not as enjoyable as one-click headshotting people, but it's something a bit different. I have found myself becoming a bit obsessed with this game. It's really, really fun. Derail Valley, if you're wondering what the hell I'm playing. Right, we're just going to go and service this train. We'll get a good look and see how much damage I've done to it. Operating it as roughly as I have. And we can even go a bit faster than this, I think. All the way back round to the start, and then at this junction we'll take a left, and that takes us out towards the servicing. So, left here. So it's going to be left, left, left. All the lefts. Go on, stop. Forwards. And off we go. Let's get our poor train fixed up. So that needs to be a left as well. And I think I can see the servicing area here. There's also a little, yeah, there's a turntable in front of a servicing area, so that looks good. We should just be able to slide it straight on in there. So this would also allow us to turn the train around if we needed to reorient it for a return journey. But I won't be doing that today. I'm just going to service the train now, and then I think we'll call it a night at that. We'll put the train away in its hoose. I'll actually tell you what, let's turn it around anyway, because we'll need to do that for any return trip that we do anyway. let's go and do that. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to bounce over 4 tracks. Let's go and do that. And then we'll reverse it into servicing. Because that way we're facing the right way for a return journey. Bit more. That should do it. Am I in the right place? Nope, I'm not in the right place. Should do it. Yes, okay. Now we're in the right place. So let's reverse it in. Not too fast. Okay, we want to get it on this pad for the servicing. I want that diesel hose to be able to reach it. Okay, I think that's just about right. Okay. All shut down. Yep, it's in range. Perfect. And this can reach? It can. Fantastic. So, you can see we're just over half. Ding! Sand. Yeah, we've also used just about half. Ting. Oil. Yeah, we've used a chunk of oil. The body is undamaged. The wheels are a bit damaged. But they're fixed. Mechanical powertrain. That's actually not as bad as I expected. I thought I'd probably kicked the arse out of it. But nope, that's it fixed. And now we just pay. So that's almost 6,000 in costs. We made a lot more than that from the job. So we're in profit. Nice. And then with that profit, we can go ahead and get ourselves additional license types, which will allow us to do additional types of job. So there you go. That is the Diesel Mechanical 3, which is one of the trains in Derail Valley. I hope you all enjoyed that. That was a little bit of a journey in this train. We got it done. It wasn't easy, but we got it done. Hope you all enjoyed that. I'll see you all next time. Ta-ta!